The Milwaukee Bucks spoil the first game in Oklahoma City Thunder history. I'm Mike Sherman with Berry Tramel. This is the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame report. Milwaukee comes into the Ford Center on opening night and beats the Thunder 98-87. Barry, what do you take away from this game?
Well, I think fans take away the memory of being here for the historic first game. The scoreboard, the standings, those kinds of things, something to forget. So the Thunder did not play well. Got behind early, then got behind a bunch. Made a nice rally, and, you know, down the stretch, the crowd got into it, and it seemed like old times at the Ford Center. But this is going to be a team that's going to have growing pains, and I think we're going to have a lot of nights like this.
The growing pains are really evident right away. Kevin Durant and Jeff Green scoreless in the first half. Really didn't get much going in the way of offense. What was happening?
Well, you know, this Thunder team doesn't have great outside shooting, doesn't have great point guard play, so not a lot of penetration and kick out. Doesn't have a great inside game. I mean, they're going to go through some scoring droughts. They've got some parts, but, you know, they got a lot of fours, not a lot of centers, a lot of wing players, not a lot of point guards. It's not a team that's really set up great yet. So, I mean, it's just going to be something that they have to live with.
What'd you think of opening night? Just sort of the whole atmosphere again. We wondered after the exhibition game whether the electricity would return to the building. Do you think it did?
Yes, I do. Now, was everything as smooth as, say, when the Hornets were here? Not necessarily, but I thought the game presentation was pretty good. I thought the fans were entertained. I thought they were hopping and were into it. And I thought the excitement level was where it needed to be, and I thought the Thunder administration, the game presentation people, did a solid job of making sure that happened. The Thunder's going to have to help the players. You know, the crowd can't do all the work. The team's got to give the fans something to get going. P.J. Carlissimo talked about that. He said, you know, the fans were at the magic level. He said, we got to get to that level ourselves. So I thought the whole experience was super. Great historic night. Everybody had a good time. You know, the people behind me stood with 30 seconds left. You know, I heard the guy talking on the front row. He said, let's stand, let's cheer this team. So they stood and cheered the team in the last 30 seconds of a game in which they never led and were never really in it. So I give the fans an A. I give the game presentation an A or a B. You know, the team stunk. But that's something we're just going to have to live with.
And at least they were sorry about it. I mean, it looked like the team was standing at the end of the game and it seemed apologetic. I know P.J. Carlissimo really apologized in the postgame, said, I'm sorry, the fans deserve better. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they will get better. They still are a young team. I mean, Kevin Durant's not 20 yet. Russell Westbrook's 19 or 20, and Jeff Green's still. I mean, this is a very young team. They're going to get a lot better as the season goes. They're going to have to, or they'd be one of the worst teams in NBA history. But you know, we're just going to have to settle it in our heads. This team's not going to win a lot of games in this first season.
That's all for the postgame, the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame show. I'm Mike Sherman. This is Berry Tramel. And listen, follow all the coverage from the best coverage team anywhere on newsok.tv, newsok.com, and every day in the Oklahoman.